There we go. All right, that's where we go again, man. Hope everybody's having a good day, good morning. Everybody had a good night at work. For all those that work at night, I got my man Esposito here, Oregon Avenue. We just want to come back. We're gonna try to do this at least once a month during the week of the union meeting.
Yeah.
So don't forget we got a union meeting this Saturday, 10 o'clock. There's a lot of stuff going on. The contract talks. And the last video we did, we really didn't have a lot of information, just a lot of speculation about proposals. Now we got a little bit more ironclad information. You guys know about the any 5-day and 7-day period. They want to just do whatever they want to. No consecutive days off. Eliminate overtime. I don't know if you guys were on a conference call. There was one thing that particularly bothered me. And you guys know, like I know, the company that we work for, they are harassment kings. They will harass you ungodly. And the proposal that was on the table before they watered it down was very, very strong. Each time the penalties went up, and even had one part where if it got out of hand, we could strike. Now they watered it down so bad, it's back to what it is now. The company will abide by Article 37, which means nothing.
You know what I thought? I thought this. If you harass somebody enough times, isn't that job-related expense?
Yeah.
Couldn't you file a workman's claim, like a workman's comp claim? It's 18, right? Yeah, I think it's 18 off 18.
Article 18.
It has to give
Safety.
you that, what is it? The incident report number?
Yep.
I think it's right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's why it's so important that we all get involved in this process, because these guys, they're not going to change. We got to stop blaming the company, because the company is in business to get as much money as possible.
Well, wait.
You know what I mean?
Let's think about this now. They do have an ethical responsibility
Yeah.
they put inside their webpage,
Right.
which means they're trying to not steal from people.
Yeah.
As we know, there's
But
a lot of payroll errors that have gone.
A lot of payroll errors.
A lot of payroll
Lot
errors
of
have had a problem.
Right. But these guys don't care nothing about ethics.
I mean, I can't
Nothing.
remember the first person that got a penalty the longest time, even though they're short.
Yeah.
It's a simple thing. It's just like wages and hours you get paid.
Right.
It's right inside there. It says, if they don't pay this, the 4 hours or 1.75 or 1.5
Right.
goes for you guys, whatever your daily guarantee is,
Right.
split in half.
Right.
And you should get that penalty right along with the shortage. I got an ongoing grievance now.
How long has it been going on?
This is probably like 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. I got a few more. There's another one from December. Still waiting on that
December.
one. December.
Hold on.
December.
It's March.
Yes.
It's March. Well, I tell you, hey man, I just don't get it. I don't get it. The whole process is broken. The whole grievance process is broken. It needs an overhaul. Somehow, some way, it needs to be fixed. It has to be fixed, because that's why people don't want to file grievances.
The length of time.
Length of time, retaliation, and all that stuff. Nobody wants to get involved. I had a lady not too long ago file a grievance, and first time she ever filed one, matter of fact. It's filed for supervisors working. First time she ever filed one. They moved her the very next day to an area she'd never been before.
I think
No.
I remember this.
Right.
What did Unity say?
That was okay for them to do. And now the member doesn't feel comfortable filing. And it's not her fault. I know you, oh man, no. If I file a grievance like I'm supposed to, which is my right,
Yeah.
I'm paying for protection from the retaliation, from the harassment.
You could say it's the preferred method of dispute resolution because that's what's listed in the contract.
Right.
It's not just about going to your supervisor and then just forgetting. When it's in a grievance form, it's documented, it's there,
Right.
it's a record of it.
Right.
No hole has it. And it helps them come negotiation time so where they can bring a stack and say, hey, look, this is what you did to the members. That's why you file grievances.
Right.
Not so much so many times you want to win everyone,
Right.
was the document
Right.
how many
Paper
times
trail.
the UPS
Yeah.
violates the paper
Right.
trail.
Paper trail. That helps any case in the future. Hey, look, like you said, look, this is how many times John Doe worked. This is how many times John Doe harassed our members. This is how many times pay short.
Yes.
This is how many times this was violated. But that's that was a good point. You gotta follow. I know. I'm trust me. I get it. I hear it all the time. Well, nothing's gonna happen. Well, we gotta follow. That's the only thing we have to fight. Is the grievance procedure. You know what I mean? It has to get fixed, though. It has to get fixed.
Oh, yeah.
It has to get fixed. And I'm hoping in this contract, there's some type of language in there that will help us with these grievance process because it has to get fixed. It has to get fixed. So, I don't know if you guys heard or were on the call last Sunday with Fred Zuckerman. He put a lot of information out there. I took notes. It's pretty bad of what the company is trying to do, and it's even worse what our officials are not doing to stop UPS from doing what they're doing. So I don't know. I don't know about these guys, man. I have no faith in them.
What I don't understand is that the company already can deliver on Sundays with air drivers because they have these premium service people available. That's what it would be. These single day deliveries, next day air deliveries that they want to do on Sunday. Because Saturday is not an official delivery day, so I don't understand where Saturday's not going to come to play. But Sunday, it's kind of like, a special day for special stuff.
Right.
The air driver's supposed to get that work. That's what they're there for.
So I'm going to ask you this question, man. I got to ask you this. What do you feel? How strongly do you feel about the negotiations? All the stuff you read, all the stuff you heard, all the stuff you've seen. How do you feel about all this stuff that's going on? I mean, are you confident? Do you think what they did to us last time with the lying and the being deceived, you think they're going to try that again, or
I want to say this. As people say, like, where's Waldo? Where's the guys in the IBT that came down? Where's the guys in the IBT that came down, asked us to vote yes? Where have they been for the past 5 years? Have they been monitoring how UPS has treated us, violated us? And they're probably going to want us to vote yes again. For what? For a contract they can't deliver on? That's what it's going to come down to.
Right. And you know what, Espo? It's funny you said that. I don't know if you remember. You remember the Tom Wolf campaign when he was running the first time, right? They had this big thing for Tom Wolf. Hoffa came to town, right? Big shindig. They had him out here at Chicken and Pete's down South Philly somewhere, right? And he had met Tom Wolf at the Liquor Control Board. You know where that's at?
Yes, I do.
Right down the street. Right down the street from the building.
Yeah.
Now, the same way they came and said we ain't gonna pay $9.09 and this, that, and the other, he was right down the street. He could have came and said, hey, look, y'all, I was wrong. I apologize. Something. You can't lie to members, take their money, and then get on a plane and leave town. And then the local officials, they can't perpetuate the same lie. And then when it's time to stand up, no, we protest in silence. That's why we feel the way we feel as a membership. There was a guy on our page, I don't know if you remember this comment, he said something, man, that was so profound. I put a post up there about voting no to concessions, right? And one guy from another local, he flipped out about, oh man, why are you telling people to vote no and whatever. And what, his name was Terrence Lester, he worked with me on Midnight. He said something, man, that was awesome. He said the reason why we are preparing to vote no is because the union has lied to us and the company has dominated us in a way where we're in defense mode now. We're in defense. We don't know what's going to happen.
We're in the corner.
We're in the corner. And so now we got to fight to get out. And the only way to fight is to vote no.
Yeah.
And when he said that, man, and he never says anything. He don't say nothing at work. He don't say nothing on the page. And when he said that, I paid attention. That was, hey, Terrence Lester, if you out there, man, shout out to you, man. That was a great response. Awesome response, man.
I think our locals like Rocky. We keep fighting. We keep coming back.
Yeah, we keep fighting.
The company wants us to hit hard. We can go back and hit hard, and we get back up. We're like a piece of iron. We come back.
Yeah, we got to keep getting up, man. And we got to keep fighting.
We have a strong mentality for justice.
Yeah, we
coming here from the city of brotherly love, foundations of the country, democracy.
Yeah. But I'm hoping you guys come out on Saturday because it's very important. Each meeting from now on, man, is going to be paramount that people show up if you can. I know a lot of people get off Friday nights and can't come. I understand that. But if you can, please come out, let your voice be heard. That's the only way these guys are going to take notice. They already know what I'm going to say. They know what Espo going to say. They know what other people are going to say. They just sit there and take it and then go to the next one. So they're not going to do anything.
Here we go.
You know
Here's
what
the
I mean?
challenge. Ask a question about how issues have been resolved. What's going on? What's the biggest violation in the package car centers, the feeder centers, inside the building?
Mm-hmm.
How many grievances have they resolved? How many issues have they won and made people whole for? Which is really what their job is about. It's about getting terms and conditions and making them whole for them terms and conditions. We pay dues for that service, and that service has got to happen.
Right.
Or otherwise, the process is a fraud.
Right.
And then they wonder why they have trouble organizing people. Well,
Yeah.
if you can't stand up and deliver,
Right.
everybody's going to say, well, why am I giving you money for it? You don't pay your attorney to be like, oh, wait, I can't fight the case.
Right. That's true. It's like when you said that whole organizer thing. I read a quote that Ron Carey said, you can't organize if new members if you keep selling the ones you got out.
Your house has to be in order.
You can't. Yeah. You can't go out and try to get more people if your house is broken. And our house is broken. I know we all know we may not want to say out loud, you know, but it's broken. And division starts at the top. I know people say we gotta work together, and you're right. We do have to work together, but you have to. It's hard to work together with somebody that's lied to you.
I think it's hard,
It's hard.
to work with somebody that doesn't recognize their responsibilities. I had to physically go and email my grievances to Rob Wharton to make sure that he sees which ones are there so he can get them processed. That should never happen. He should be calling me because I filed a grievance. I was an active member. I
Yeah.
participated,
Yeah.
and I don't feel that reciprocated feelings
Right.
for my
Your grievance.
my union activity
Right.
to protect what we have.
Right. Right.
You know,
And that's where the breakdown is. If like you said, you're active, you participate, and if you don't get that same emotion, that same back, man, it's gonna take away from
they have to
you.
make it look like it's their money coming that's getting taken. You know, someone's robbing them. Because when you go in there and someone's got your shit and taking it from you, definitely know that you want the same feeling from your business agent. Like, yeah, you took from the guy. You know, this is a problem.
Now, Espo, something happened that last month's meeting. A lot of stuff happened, but it was one comment, man, that really it got me right here, because the same type of situation happened at the convention. I never forget it. We was in the convention, and we was trying to get the language changed for how Hoffa was able to implement the contract on us. Where we was trying to change that article, and we were at the mic, and it was getting ready to change it.
Yeah.
And he did some old doozy and said, no, you were supposed to do it in another way. So he turns to Ken Hall and says, we have the caucus about this now. When he did that, man, it was like, oh my, I knew it was over. Then they had to take a vote, and you know how the vote went. Oh, boo, 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 yeah. But something like that happened last meeting, and it was our principal officer, Mr. Bill Shanahan. He said he wasn't going to do anything, and I'm quoting this. This is not something I heard on the street. I read it on this. No, I was there when he said, he was talking to me because we had a little conversation. He said that he is not going to do anything to undermine the IBT. And I asked him, Bill, you don't work for the IBT. You work for Espo and his family, Hooker and his family,
The members of 623's family.
and their family. You work for them. You don't work for the IBT. So when he said that, man, it bothered me because we're paying all this money to somebody who says he don't work for us.
Well, maybe they're afraid, that the IBT might pull trumped up charges on them. So-called trumped up charges, because they say that online. Sometimes the IBT puts up trumped up charges on different locals who don't participate with their
Agenda. Yeah. But Espo, as a leader, you have to fight for your members. I don't care who it is or what their name is or whatever the case may be. They work for us.
You have to put it down on paper that you're doing the activity for us. Correct. I agree.
You work for us. I don't, I don't care what the IBT. I don't care about them because they have shown they don't care about us. They have
They
shown
only came down when they wanted a yes vote.
That's it.
Haven't seen them since.
He was right down the street. Right down the street. He could have went and say, hey, look, guys, look, I was wrong. I apologize. None of that. None of that. And now it's too late now for an apology. The damage is done. Now we just got to move forward. There's nothing we can do about the last contract, and I get that. But that's not to say that, we gotta sit here and take it just because it happened. No, we gotta fight so it won't happen again. And that's what we're doing. We gotta stop these guys from thinking it's okay to keep lying to us and keep taking our money in the process. We pay, our union dues go up, when we get raises, and put it to you like this here. We lost, our standards have dropped, and we're paying more for less standards. But the people we're paying, their standards keep rising. Now that doesn't make any sense to me.
No, doesn't make sense to me either.
It doesn't make any sense. Why should I be
people
paying
had a
more
choice,
for less?
If you had a choice, do you think they'd pay?
No, they wouldn't pay. And that's another problem, this whole right to work thing. They just had the case with Janice versus, was it ASME?
Yeah.
In the Supreme Court. We don't know the verdict yet, but it looks like it may go against unions. And once that happens, our local will not pay for this service. They're not going to pay.
Do you think that if all of a sudden that someone can have their free speech, their right to protest, and they can say, listen, I'm protesting your lack of representation, why I'm not paying my dues, you think that would change their behavior?
It should.
It should, right?
It should.
You think it would, right?
It would.
So I need to win respect for
Yes.
what I can do.
Yes.
Right? I don't think that's happening.
No, it hasn't happened. And if it happens here, man, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. A lot of people are gonna opt out. They're not gonna pay. And I get it. We're paying for the benefits we do have. We're paying for the wages that we have, and we're paying for the salary. And I get all that. And I
I can't see anyone want to pay union dues for a job that starts off at $11 an hour and works you like
That's true.
like a machine.
That's true too, man. And
Like a machine.
That is true. And that's hard. And the newer part timers are the key. I've been talking to them all. I mean, I'm running myself ragged, talking to all the new people. I mean, I can't get no sleep. I'm out trying to get with them.
That is true. I'm amazed. I go on. I say, well, he's posted on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm in the hub talking to them, running them down, chatting with them. Talked to a guy last night, 4 months.
Yeah.
He doesn't know anything about the union. He didn't even know what the union dues are for. He didn't know anything. The night before that, talked to a guy 6 months. He didn't know what was going on.
You know
what I
we
mean?
were out there campaigning. I see a lot of people that didn't even know the Teamster local numbers. So everybody that work there should let them know.
Right.
Hey, this is a part of me, right? Teamsters Local 623.
Right.
Contracts going on. Talk to them.
Yeah, please do.
Bring it up.
They are the key because UPS is hiring so many people, and it's hard to run everybody down.
Because they can't keep anybody. Right. No one wants to work.
So we got to reach out because we got a contract coming up, and they don't know anything about unions. They don't know anything about fair wages. They don't know anything about benefits. They don't know anything about any of this. So it's up to us. Can't put the blame on the officials for everything. We got to take responsibility for our own people. You know what I mean? Because I heard somebody say something on the radio, and it was very good. He said when a business agent come into the building, even though he's the agent for that sewer, that's your people. You protect them daily, every day. That's your house. So you don't let, even though, like I said, the business agent is that's your sewer. You are the person responsible for that day-to-day protection of those members.
I heard Jumbo Daniel say it best. The company doesn't respect them. You see that when they come inside a building, you see you're still working in front of their face.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah, they don't.
Not respected.
Man, it was so bad at Espo one time, and I told Bagby this story, and he couldn't believe it. I had a full-time manager. He didn't even know I was there. And he probably didn't care. he said you never have to worry about the union in the building. He said and he was very sarcastic and oh man, you never have to worry about those guys when they come in, and it's true, and it's sad, you know. And I hate to talk about it like this, man, because I love those guys, man, I do, but as a whole leadership group, I think it's time for something different, man.
It's change.
It's time.
So she'll be the principal officer very soon, shortly, 2019. Make sure you vote,
2019.
right?
2019.
What would you do differently when you run a meeting?
Well, you gotta get the members involved. You gotta have their attention. You gotta have their attention. But it starts before the meeting, though. It starts before the meeting. It starts day in and day out, coming to the building, talking to the members. It starts out in the parking lot, having meetings out in the parking lot, to the drivers who maybe running in right when the meeting starts. So they're not going to come into the meetings. Or the people that work Saturdays, they're not going to come to the meeting. You gotta bring the meeting to them. You gotta show them that you care more about them than they care about themselves.
Yes.
Compassion. You gotta have compassion, and you see it all the time. What we say: compassion, commitment, and vision. You gotta have all that.
I think that the reason why they don't have an information agenda is because they're afraid that someone will use that against them and say, this is what you're not doing. This is what's not going on.
Right.
It's not what I come to the union meeting for. I want to know what happened with UPS treating our members.
Right.
I want to know what's their new angle, what's their new attack. I want to learn
Right.
about what UPS likes to do so I can see these tactics before they come.
Right.
That's why I've been going so
Proactive.
long.
You gotta be proactive. And our local, and that's all of us included. We're reactive. We're not proactive.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta, like you said, you know what's coming. So what you gonna do to stop it?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? What plan do you have in place? I know my guys are gonna get harassed. I know the time of day the supervisor's gonna work. I know when they try to dig in the most.
Yes.
Knowing that information, I'm not gonna come in after it didn't stop.
I will say this: I did see Rob board me. It was last week at 6 o'clock in the morning in the building. I did see him. It was a rare sighting, but I did see him at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I'll give him credit. One day out of the year, maybe two, but it was there.
Yeah, but we're gonna get ready to get off of here because I think it's gonna run out soon. But hey, look, y'all.